watching CBS News' continuing coverage of Showdown in the Gulf. From CBS News headquarters in New York, here is Dan Rather.
The latest headlines in our continuing Gulf War coverage. More U.S. F-16s head for Iraq to retaliate for missile hits on Israel. No reported Israeli retaliation as yet. The Israelis say they maintain their right to do so sometime in the future. A key U.S. weapon passes its first test in combat. A second U.S. warplane may be lost. A new CBS News New York Times poll indicates Americans back their president. President Bush ordered the new air attacks to retaliate for the earlier Iraqi Scud missile attacks on Israel. This was the scene and the sounds of Israel as a Scud missile hit. Perhaps you saw it striking in the distance on that videotape. Some 30 persons were taken to hospitals, but only 7 of them are officially listed as wounded. No deaths, as many as 9 of the Scuds hit. 9 missiles hitting home in Tel Aviv, Haifa, and elsewhere, causing damage, but only the 7 minor injuries. Of critical importance, the Scuds apparently were not carrying any chemical warheads, but instead conventional warheads. Israel's ambassador to the United States in Washington said tonight that Israel took a risk by supporting the United States.
Israel took a very tough decision, knowingly, to risk a first strike on it. We knew that we might be hit. I myself was often asked on TV, do we take these threats seriously? I did say, we all did. We take these threats very, very seriously.
Even as President Bush reassured the Israelis and ordered new attacks, there were first pictures of the first air attacks on Baghdad last night, the war's opening night. This is what it looked like in Baghdad last night. You can clearly see the Iraqi attempts to shoot down the attackers. The Pentagon must be pleased that the Patriot anti-aircraft missile defense around the big base at Dhahran, Saudi Arabia, was so successful in its first real-life test. The Patriot ground-air missile defense system knocked out a Scud heading for Saudi Arabia, knocked it completely out of the air. Now, about the new CBS News New York Times poll out tonight, it indicates 78% of Americans believe Mr. Bush was right in ordering the Allied offensive when he did. 18% think he should have bided his time to give sanctions more of a chance. Mark Phillips is at the Pentagon now and will bring us up to date on the latest there. Mark?
Dan, it would appear that after an evening of furious diplomatic communication extending up to the President's office, that there will in fact be